good day, everybody. That time of the week again. Chats. It seems to come around very fast. Well, today is I realised after the video last Saturday was the 21st, which makes this the 28th. And while doing that video, I forgot the 21st was, in Australia, was the federal election. Voila! I'm so glad I actually did postal voting, so I didn't have to go out. It was so much better, so much better. This week, as you know, I don't watch news on TV. Sometimes I might catch it on YouTube or sometimes it might pop up on Facebook. But I don't go watch news on TV. But in saying that, when I woke up Tuesday morning, I was awake at 7 o'clock. It'd been a while since actually, I think the last time I woke up at 7 o'clock was when I had to have a blood test a few weeks back. But other than that, 7 o'clock was even without the alarm. I woke up at 7 o'clock. Okay, I'll get out of bed. What time does I had to go to Target and that? So I checked what time they open. I thought, okay, I'll put the TV on, had my breakfast. And when they put the TV on, I discovered we have a new Prime Minister. Voila! They've got rid of old Scott Morrison, and we have now got Tony Albanese, which he was sworn in on Monday. I thought that was quick. That was very quick to actually have the election so quick to find out who won. I do know that Albanese is, I think it's Labor. I think it's Labor. I think so. But his first job as the new Prime Minister was, voila, travel overseas. So we have our Deputy Prime Minister is acting as Prime Minister. Well, you know, that's that. What am I waving about here? A mug. I know I've been trying to do a mug video for a long time, but I think I'll just add mugs into my videos, like my jigsaw puzzles. First of all, before I get to the mug, my little boy I have got here today is the Adam kit. I cannot remember who actually created the kit. I brought him off Facebook. Okay, thank you. And I love the kit. I love the face because he reminds me of Brick from The Middle. And that's what his name is, Brick. I've actually tried to see in the past, tried to see if I can contact the actor who actually plays Brick. But I don't think I could actually find it. I don't know if I found it or what happened. But that's who he is. I know, as I said, I brought the kit and it seemed like he wasn't even painted. If it was very little paint. So I wanted to get him. So I actually did a video of actually pulling him apart and checking out what was inside. So if I remember, I'll link that video to where I actually disassembled him. It's a nice way, it's a nice way. Before I sent him off to Gay Smith and Adelaide to create him. And when she sent a photos don't show, he's a bit darker than I would have liked, but that's my fault because I didn't think when he looked good in the photo anyway. I thought he wanted a bit, a bit more, but that's okay. He's a beauty. And I realised while I'm watching The Middle, his hand, this hand, it's the way when Brick dances, he's got this flat hand. Watch The Middle and you'll know what I'm saying about. Look at it. He has his hand like sometimes when he's dancing. So, when it comes to the mug, it says cat person. I got this in, I'm trying to think. I'm not quite, I'm trying to think now. I thought it was the early 1990s. I was doing a course. I was doing a course and we had to supply our own mug. So I went to Kmart and I brought this. So the 1990s to, so makes it 30 years. I've had it for 30 years. And when someone says, are you a cat person? I said, yes, I am a cat person. I love cats. But that's my oldest mug, cat person. Cat person. It's not as big as my other one, but that's okay. This is probably an 11 ounce. Usually the ones I've got now, I think they're 15. I don't know, but I still use it. It's pretty. And it's got, as I said, it's got the cat person, so were you left-handed or right-handed? I think there's only one mug. Wait a minute. When I get to it, I'll show you. But most of the mugs I've got is for left-hand or right-hand because I'm actually holding that in my right hand, so it doesn't matter which way I hold it, it's still the same. So that's that. I might put brick down. And remember last week I told you about witch hazel? Look at my face. Can you see the difference from last week? And what I do now, I don't wash my face in the morning. I said, what? You don't wash your face? No, I use this. I ran out of cotton balls for a few days, so I maybe 3 days, 2-3 days, I was out of cotton balls. So I had to wait till I went shopping on Tuesday. And when I was shopping, I was looking for cotton balls and I couldn't find any. Oh, so I had to buy these. Those who wear makeup will know what these are. They actually remove makeup. I thought I'll get these and I couldn't get the cotton balls. But you know what? I love this better. Because I only use one. So other morning, after breakfast, I actually wipe my face over with the witch hazel and my face feels cleaner than if I use a washer and water. Because this is good for your skin. Water is good for your skin. But this is even better. I tell you, that is amazing how, see how I knew it would be. And my face does, it's got a bit to get rid of that red stuff there, but that's okay. Long as my face does feel cleaner by using this witch hazel. Such amazing. Now, where do I go on to next? As you all know, I'm into jigsaw puzzles now, besides Reborns. Speaking of Reborns, I have seen the photo of my Reborn from Jackie. She is precious. She is beautiful. And I will have it for before my birthday. And so, speaking of which, I've been searching around something to get something what I can get myself. I was looking for another mug. And I thought, I don't know. But it's lucky I have got a lot of mugs. Because I go through a lot. I will go, sometimes we'll go through maybe 3 a day. I'll use 3 mugs a day. Because I'll have my one at lunchtime. Then I'll have an afternoon tea, which could be my Lamington or Bickies. And depends on what I'm having for tea. I'll actually have maybe some chips. I'll always have a drink with my chips. Hot chips, I chuck them in the air fryer. I actually got some the other day, some crinkle ones, that's beautiful. And I'll actually, I said 3 mugs a day. And because of my depression, you lose motivation to do things. And it had been so hard. Even after last week, when I did my last chat, I was starting to feel really good. as I said, when I woke up on Tuesday morning, I was feeling really good. I was surprised I was awake so early. So I got up and heading off to Gummish, and my anxiety was in there. It wasn't bad, has it been in the past. I think because I got my bowels under control, all that stuff. But in saying that, it was there. So what I do, I put my iPod on. Put my iPod on, listen to the best music out there from the 50s, 60s, 70s, maybe some 80s, 90s. It depends what the song is. I used to, in my younger years, I used to actually just go for the band. You know, like I was a Kiss fan. Bay City Roll. I've seen the Kiss in concert when they first come to Australia. I've seen the Bay City Rollers in concert when they come to Australia. They come to Australia twice. Second time they weren't a complete band. They didn't have the original. They actually had a female band. And I think Les and Alan weren't in it. They had a girl in it, and Eric was the lead singer then. But yeah, but now it's just, if I like the song, I like the song, no matter who's singing it. There are some I do not listen to because I don't like them, but it depends on the song, if I like the song. So what have we got? As you know, in the jigsaw puzzles, I showed you a jigsaw puzzle I opened when I got my thing, was this one. Come out of this. I completed it. No, I haven't put it back in the tin yet. It's still on the table. And I will show you the jigsaw puzzle. I will stop the video and I'll put a photo of the jigsaw puzzle that I completed. Back after this. Oh, it's gone. Had to get it. I was saying cheese to get it started and it was saying chase. So as I said, that's the jigsaw puzzle. It took me a while because of the different areas. Like it was more. It's like a lot of jigsaw puzzles all joined together. It's actually photos that were taken by pretending they were taken by an old Polaroid camera, and I thoroughly enjoyed doing it. I didn't do it all at once. I'd probably do an hour or so, maybe up to an hour at a time. I didn't do it continually of the daytime. It depends how much I wanted to do. But getting towards the end, it was like I wanted to finish it. I felt, when I finished that puzzle, I felt so amazing that I actually finished the puzzle. It had been many, many, many years since I actually did a puzzle. I remember when we were kids, I think teens, we had jigsaw puzzles. We had one for all the seasons, like spring, winter, summer and autumn. We had four, and we used to do them. We had a chipboard thing. We'll sit on the lounge and do on the lounge. And that's the last time I actually did a puzzle. I have done puzzles on my tablet, but I don't know, I just found puzzles when I watch it on my other channel. I go through there and I got to get in the puzzle. That's why I brought this. And by putting it together, I actually had one extra piece for the outside. And by the time I finished it, I had a piece missing. But that's okay. I enjoy doing it. And doing the puzzle, it was like, where is this one go? Then I realised you've got to turn upside down. I thoroughly enjoyed doing it. So do you do jigsaw puzzles? They are amazing. Especially when I'm with my depression, I've got this table that it's just big enough to fit this puzzle on. But when they finished, I'd actually had ordered some more puzzles from online, and this is one of them. I brought some Ravensburg Puzzles. I did buy some from the local Target store. It's Target. But they were 1,000, and my table, I did buy a table, as I told in another video, I actually got scammed by this website. I bought this table, I never got it. So I'm just sticking to the 500. And that's why I'm only sticking to the 500, because when you go to 1,000, I think the pieces are a bit smaller. The puzzle I just did from the Polaroid, they were a good size. Now I'm a bit worried about the size of these. These were on special. Oh my God, I got 5. They were on special for $8 something Australian. And all prices that I mentioned here on my channel are Aussie prices. So they were about $8, under $9 each, all these, and they're usually about $26, and that is a bargain. So I was going through this. Actually, this puzzle works out to 46 by 36 centimeters, which is 19 and a third inches by 14 and a quarter inches. I haven't got my tape measure, but that's one. That is actually, these are the best brand of jigsaw puzzle. And I actually did a Google to find out which is the best brand of jigsaw puzzles, and these are. These are premium. They click together, and yeah. I was thinking about doing my jigsaw puzzle on the other site, the other channel, but since I don't do, it takes me a while to do a jigsaw puzzle because that's the way I do them. I don't sit down and just do them. I don't think I could do that. I do them when I feel like I want to do it, not when I have to do it. But that one, I think that's Italy. Ravensburg, if I'm correct, German. That's one of them. What's this? One of them. That's one. And the next one. This might be a bit hard. I don't care. This is another one. These are all around the same price, between $8 and $9. Now what was the site? Frontline or something or other. That's another one. A puppy and his teddy bear, and both wearing caps. Oh, this one I had to get. This one's a different. A unicorn. So I'm going to have to do this sideways, really, because my table is actually that way. So I had to get this one, even though it's actually sideways. I actually wanted to get this. I love unicorns. They are magical. That is amazing, you know. There's that one. And this one, I've seen this one. Oh. Dolphins. Oh my goodness. They are amazing. I love dolphins. They are so beautiful. I can remember years ago when I was, when I volunteered. Was I volunteering? I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I was volunteering somewhere. I can't remember where now. And I think it was something to do with Volunteers Week, and we actually went on a cruise up the Tweed River. When we got as far as Barney's Point Bridge, which is actually at Ginger, which is not far from Kingy, where I grew up, there were dolphins in the water, and the captain of the boat actually turned the boat around, and you actually see the dolphins swimming with the boat. I do, Guy, one of the other volunteers, he actually had a camera and he videoed it. So I'm going to see if I can find that and put it up. So, dolphins. I think that one will be a bit more tricky because of the colours and that, but that's okay. Now, the next one. I had to get this one. Oh. This one's got a lot of colours in it. Putty tats. You know how much I love putty tats. hence my mug. No, I love putty cats. It's shining. I don't think I've actually ever done a Ravensburg. As I said, it's been many years since I've done puzzles. But when I got these, I thought, my God, the box is thin. Look at the size of the thin of the box. You know? It's thin. I've got to decide which one I'm going to do first. Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do first. Need a drink? I think, as I said, I was thinking of doing the puzzles on another channel. But I just take so long to do a puzzle because, as I said earlier, I do it when I want to do it, when I feel like I want to do it. Because I've only just got back into doing jigsaw puzzles. But it's finished. It's been sitting on this table. As you see the photo, it's been sitting on this table. Now I've actually got to pull this one apart and start another one. And when I finish that, I'll let you know when I finish that. So what else is happening? At the moment, I'm feeling good today. Another thing I realised last week after I did the video, there was no markets here in Grafton, showground markets last week because the ground would have been too wet. Because we're still getting rain. Okay, thank you. It's just a hint coming from games I played. I don't worry about it. Anyway, we have had a lot of rain. I thought it was going to rain Tuesday when I went out. I was this close to taking my umbrella, but I thought, no, I won't take it. I'm glad I did it because it didn't rain. And because I catch a cab home, I wouldn't have needed it. But I had a darn really good taxi driver who brought me home, because when I go now, instead of going to Hank's Kitchen to actually get my lamingtons and my French pastry I get each fortnight, I mostly now do it when after I do my shopping and get the taxi driver, we go via Hank's. The taxi driver on Tuesday was really good. I didn't realise until I got out of taxi that when I was in Hank's getting my supplies, he had stopped the meter, which is, in the past, I have done the same thing, you know, and people say, what'd you do that for? Don't do that, you need the money, you know, it's just something. But it was good. I also got, last week, I got what they call a shepherd's pie. I call it potato pie. And in saying that, I didn't really like that pie. I think it had too much potato. It had a lot of potato on it. So I don't think I'll get a potato pie again from here. Next time I might get a different, I got a pea and ham once. Might get one of those, or at least one thing, that pea and ham cost me $6. Sorry, not the pea and ham. The potato one cost me, what is it, $6? About $6 anyway, which is expensive for a pie, but it looked good. There is a bakery in the plaza in Coffs. Their pies look absolutely shocking. We all know when it comes to eating food, how the food looks is what people, well, for me anyway, if the food looks good, yum, I will buy it and try it. But the pies at this place did not look good. They looked burnt. I don't know what was wrong. But people say, oh, they're yummy pies. So I thought, okay. I spat the bullet one day and I paid $7 for a pie. Crap. Absolute, the crappiest pie I've ever had. And I should have went by the look of it, you know. Food for me has to look good, unless I've had it before and I liked it, you know. But mostly, food's got to look good for you to want to. That's all these chefs and things make all this food look all pretty and sparkly and cost an arm and a leg to buy it. But you know what? Yes. So next time I might see if they've got a bacon pot. Not a bacon, a steak and kidney. Oh. Oh, I'm tired. Even though Tuesday and that was good, since then the sleep has been, which actually is anxiety and depression. And I think that's what's happening. Depression, as I said earlier, with depression comes lack of motivation to do anything. And I said, lucky I've got all these mugs, because as I said, I can have 3 a day. I've got to go back in a minute. Hello, I'm back. So what was I talking about? Depression. Just the motivation to do things. That's why it's lucky I've got so many mugs. Because I can go a week without wanting to wash up. Yes, how do I do that? I have got, as I've got plenty of mugs. For cereal, I have got plenty of plates I can eat out of, even that plastic. And cooking is not there. I don't feel like cooking. I will buy frozen meals, yeah, and chuck them in the microwave. Or I'll have me chips or party pie, sausage rolls, sandwiches. I don't cook because I don't have the push to get out and do it. I was this close to buying a toaster oven so I can make fingers. I've described fingers in the past. They are a slice of bread and you put whatever topping you want on it, put cheese, stick it under the griller. It's like an open toasted sandwich. And years ago, I'm going back to when I was in my late teens and that, shopping centre of Tweed called Tweed Mall. They had this little donut shop where you go in there and have lunch or afternoon tea. You go have a donut and food, and you can actually have toasted things. What they called? I think they were called toasted things. I don't know what they were called. And they were yummy. And the one thing that made me get this time is that pizza, because pizza cost $15 to have a pizza delivered. That's the pizza, includes delivery. Then I usually buy garlic bread. I try and look around for garlic bread where I can get 2 for $5. And I thought, $20, I thought if I got a toaster room, I can do my own. The main reason why I didn't get it was for the postage. I signed up for one thing on Kmart, one pass, where you get a trial day, 30 days trial of free postage on most things. Some big things, they won't do free postage. This toaster oven wasn't characterised some reason as free postage. But if I actually had got a convention microwave oven, I would have got that for free delivery. So I thought I didn't get it. But there are some things I wanted that I actually got, which include another puzzle I wanted to get. The problem with buying puzzles from Kmart or Big W or Target online is that you never know which of the puzzles you're going to get, because they have different ones for this one price. And there are some that I wanted, but people have ordered 5 puzzles because there was 5 in the series, hoping that they'll be smart enough they'll get 1 of each. But this woman said she actually ordered 5, but she got 3 different ones and 2 duplicates. So there was one I wanted, and I didn't order because I wasn't quite sure. I didn't want to get the whole series, but if I got the whole, if I wanted, say there was 3 in the series, I got 3. I could have got 3 all the same. The ones who do the shopping for Kmart, Big W, and that online, they don't think about this. And they don't make a note. They can't buy them separately. Like where I got these puzzles. The puzzles are separate and you can pick the one that you want, which is something Big W and all them stores have got to really figure out. So, As the puzzles I've just showed you, I used Afterpay for them. Delivery was $10 or $9.95. I use Afterpay, which is fantastic for me, because if I want something, saving up sometimes doesn't work. It does, but it doesn't. Especially at the moment where I'm still paying off my advance from Centrelink. That will be paid off, finished in July, so I'll have that bit extra money each fortnight. And Afterpay is good because I know I've got this amount of money that I need to pay each fortnight. So each fortnight when I get my payment, I actually go in and pay any Afterpay that's within the next fortnight. I pay it on that pay. The order I got from Kmart, just ordered with the things I wanted. I couldn't get it on Afterpay but it's got to spend $70, and I didn't want to spend $70. What else? I use Afterpay for a lot of things, but at the moment I've got to ease it down. Now, I was really into looking for books, getting my e-books for my Kindle into that. You know, I was really into that, which is something I want to talk about. And I would get all these books. I don't know when I would read them. But I stopped that. I realised, no, you got a lot of books. I was getting all these emails saying these books are out, and get these. So I will actually go over, get them from the website where I get them from for nothing. And yeah, but I've stopped all that. Now I'm into puzzles. Puzzles are a bit dicier, and I can't get them for nothing. I went to, I think I said this last week, was the week before last, I went to, let me see, was it? Yeah, I think it was the Tuesday before last. I went to the local Salvation Army op shop here and looking for puzzles, and the puzzles were not worth taking out of store. Yes, they were cheap. They were mostly 1,000 pieces. Target only had 1,000 pieces. When I took the other two pieces, other puzzles back on Tuesday, I got a gift card because it saved getting the refund. So I got a gift card of $20. Well, even though the puzzles only cost me $18. So I've got to figure out what I can get for that. I got that from Target, but I think it would be nice to have another one, have a different one. But the local Target haven't got it here, so I can't get that. And that only cost me $5. Where I did a search, and $20, what I paid for $5, because they're at clearance, they're getting rid of them. But the tin is amazing, you know. So I've got to unpull the puzzle and put it in there, put it back, so I can start another one. As it rained, I don't know when I'll be using the clothesline again, because the wood, even when it's sunny, be good, but the ground is soggy before all the rain we've had. So I actually bought an airer maybe a couple of weeks back, I think it was. Maybe a couple of weeks. To dry my sheets on. And a couple of days ago, I thought, okay, I better put this together so I can wash my sheets. And the instructions are ridiculous. They are absolutely ridiculous. They're so tiny, and I did a Google to find out where I can find that to put this together. I said, stuff this, put them together. And I realised when I put them together that it was put together the wrong way. And now pulling it apart is harder than putting it together. Because when you push the things in the end, into the triangle thing, it locks in. Then after this last one, I cannot get it out. I've had a knife. I've had a screwdriver, trying to get even. I even broke the tip of the knife, trying to break this little catch thing, trying to get it up so that I can pull it out. So if I I'm trying to cut this piece off that it'll fall off. So when I do that, if need be, I'll glue it together. So, and this thing, it folds up. I didn't realise how big it was, but it's for my sheets. So I've got to put that together before I can actually start doing the jigsaw. At the moment, I'm actually onto, while I'm doing this together, I've been on my site doing surveys and playing games to earn a bit more money, which is, as I said, I'm not making a lot of money on this site. It's just a little bit extra cash for myself. What was I was going to say something. Yes, going back to the ebooks and the Kindle. I am reading a series at the moment called, what's this? Yeah, that's me. Nightingale. There is about, I'll have a look, I think maybe 10, 11 books in this whole series. And at the moment, it goes through, it started in, I think in the late 1930s. Now it's up to 1944 in 44. And it's actually, yeah, I've never been in a war. I've never really actually felt what it's actually like to be actually in the war. I can remember going back to 30 years ago when the Franklin's War was on. I remember I was driving through Surfers Paradise up on the Gold Coast, and when they announced that they had started bombing, I don't know, I can't remember where it was, and I just started crying because war is, I said I've never been in a war, but reading this book at the moment and realizing how bad it happened in England, how they were bombed. The Germans were bombing anyone. They weren't just killing soldiers, they were killing civilians. And it is, especially in this where parents are getting killed, brothers, kids, wives, husbands, whatever, they're getting killed. And it is just horrific. I hope there never becomes a war. I know it's happened over Russia invaded Ukraine and all that. And it's so, why? When innocent people are getting killed in these wars for no reason. People who are not even in the military, who are not even fighting, are getting killed. That is, I know, as I said, it probably happened in the First War. This is during the Second War. So if you have a Kindle and you want to read this, as I said, let me see. I'll go onto Amazon and have a look. Yes, you can see it on Amazon, but in saying that, Nightingale. I don't know, it is amazing. It's actually, I'm really trying to understand I spelt that wrong. I spelt that wrong. I-G-H-E, 19. I was spelling it wrong. I was doing K-N-I-G-H-T. Where are we? Trying to find it. I think I found it by searching for medical. And in this story, it actually starts right at the beginning where this group of girls start nursing. Here we are. And I think the Nightingale nurses, that's 3. So if you have got a Kindle and would like to read this book, I mean, I've been reading for a while because I'm pretty sure there is actually 11. It is written by Donna Douglas. She's the author of all these books. That's 1, 6, 5, 11. Yes, there's 11 all up. And I'm on to maybe 7, 8. And yeah, I think it is such an amazing to read. So if you like medical stories, because this is, as I said, it starts from when they are actually nursing, and then back then they actually in a nursing home. They not a nursing home for the elderly. It's where the nurses lived while they are doing their training. They live in this house, and they share a house and all that, and what they do, and they go through all their training. And at the moment, it's a 3-year, they do the probationary period of, is it 3 months? I think it is. Then they do 3 years before they get to state final to become a nurse. Then now it's actually, let me see. As I said, let me see, where's number 1? That's number 11. Number 11 is the last one. Where's number 1? 5. Actually, there's 12. Because there is one that doesn't actually have a title, a number. But I've actually got all these, and I've actually joined them together into one file, so that when you finish one, you continue on for the next one. You don't have to search your Kindle for the next one. So if you have, as I said, you got a Kindle and you're into medical stories, this is an amazing one. And oh, there's another series. Where's number 1? The Nightingale Girls. I think it's to do with Florence Nightingale. Is a hospital. And it mainly, it started set in 1936. So now they're up, I think, remember rightly, it's I'm up to 1944, which is 8 years. So they've got the nursing, they're married, they've got kids. Now they're in the middle of war, and the actual moment the nurses are actually nursing prisoner of wars, German prisoners of war, and it's just goes through all that. It is such an amazing. So if you want this, if you're in the want to read an amazing book, as I said, it's a story. The wartime things, like the Blitz, the hospital in here got bombarded, and in it there's one of the nurses, Dora, she's got twin kids, and all they've known is the war, so it's just natural to them with the planes going on overhead and the bombs, but they're just used to that. And it is such amazing story. So when I finish this, I might go on and have a look and see if there's any more medical ones, because I love anything to do with medicine. Okay. So yeah, that's that. War is not good. And it's only been reading this story. I know it's only a story, but it may be factual. It's probably not written about a certain person, but it's probably what actually happened in London when World War II was on, and for the Germans to actually bomb civilians, for anyone in war to kill civilians. Why? It is crazy, absolutely crazy. I don't know. I don't hear what's going on in Russia and Ukraine because, as I said, I don't listen to the news. I just watch. I watch ER. I watch Prisoner. There are other. I sometimes when I'm having breakfast and doing that, I'll actually go onto YouTube on my TV and watch some Reborn channels, which means I actually can't comment on all of those. Sometimes when I get to bed at night, after I've done the reading, done. I read until I feel like I've had enough. I don't just continue reading on. Sometimes I do want to know what's happened, which is what I do on Prisoner. So that's what it is. At the moment, with my depression and anxiety and everything else, something happened, I don't know, maybe 3 years ago or something. It has to be 3 years ago. When I was ready, okay, time for a shower and go to bed, I would actually start crying. I had no idea why. I didn't want to go to bed. I realised having a shower means bedtime. And I didn't want to go to bed. But the one thing I've always done, I've actually forced myself to have a shower when it's like this, because I know having a shower makes me feel good. And I know there are times when I was still in coughs in Harbour Drive, I would probably go 2-3 days without having a shower because I just didn't have the motivation to do it. That this crying, it is so hard because I didn't realise what was going to happen. A few years ago when it first started, I'll finally get into bed and I didn't want to go to sleep. I mean, I did not want to go to sleep. I'll be laying in bed, one eye open, the other eye closed, on my phone. I did not want to go to sleep. I would lay there until I actually fell asleep. The crying is starting to happen again. I hang out. Before last week or so, I would have my shower, 8 o'clock. I'm in bed by 8:30, getting to read, back on the YouTube and watching some videos. But lately, it's just like getting up and having a shower is when I start crying, knowing I've got to go to bed. Last night, I think it was 10 o'clock before I decided, no, this is it. I've got to have a shower. I want to go to bed. But it is hard. It is hard. Where I didn't know why this was happening. Had no idea why I didn't want to go to bed. Until last time it was happening, I seen somewhere where someone said it happens to them, and the reason it happens, of course, it means you go to bed, means you wake up, you got another day to get through. And I feel that is it. Another day of the same old thing. Another day, which hopefully will be the last. And that is it. I watch shows on TV. I watch ER, and I watched the other night, and one of the doctors died. She was stabbed. I started crying. Not because it was sad that she had died, because that is what I want. Even though sometimes I'm in a good mood and everything, that is what I'm heading for, and I know when that happens, I will be at peace. That is the only time I feel I'm at peace. Is that when I've died and my soul is at peace, and I can go to heaven. I can see my grandparents again. You know, I can see Sarge again. And to be a place where there'll be no more pain. most of you probably don't know, new survivors, I have attempted suicide. I am not ashamed to say that, because there's many, millions out there who've actually done the same thing. And look at, I don't know her name, Winona and Ashley Judd's mother. They put her death down as mental illness, which is what it is. It's a mental illness that causes those with depression. Mental illness causes things, there's nothing ahead. And that's how I feel. I've got nothing ahead. You know, it's like I'm just here waiting. Every year comes my birthday, and every year I hope it's my last. And that's coming up. And in saying that, if I did die in my home, who knows how long I will be here until someone realises that they haven't seen me. You know? And that's okay with me, because it's only my body. It's only a shell that will be left behind. I will be at peace. As I said, I actually have attempted suicide before, but I won't be doing that again. Even though the thought has been there, it's not something I would do again, because it didn't work the first time. It has been, must be 10 years. And it is hard. You know, I know life was not supposed to be easy, which the Aussie ones out there who know what I'm talking about. This was said by one of our Prime Ministers. Can you hear that? It's a motorbike across the road. I've got the door open a bit because I've got Archie out there. He said life was never meant to be easy. It's not easy. Living is not easy. It's not. You know, there's everyone. Sorry. Oh, I hate that. It is. I don't know why it's so noisy. Everyone goes through different things, you know. I know I've got a roof over my head. I've got food in my belly. Maybe too much, but I've got food in my belly. You know, I've got a hobby. I do my videos each week. I've got into puzzling. But still, what is that? I know, yeah, watching Prisoner. I do get a laugh out of watching Prisoner. I watched something the other night, and oh my God, it was so funny. Oh. So funny. Oh, I can still see it. Now, getting back at one of the prison officers, and it was just so funny. She got a comeuppance, and it just, I said, I don't see anything else ahead of me. I don't see where my life is going to change. There is something that I should be doing, but I'm not. And if a certain whatever finds out, I could lose my payment, and that is what I'm scared of. I'm going to see the doctor again in July. I got another blood test, and I'm going to talk to him about this. And it's just pain. Oh, there was something there. I was going to say something. I think it's thinking that I do have to get back into volunteering, but it's the thinking of, with my depression, how would, in Coffs Harbour, they were they understood. The volunteer coordinator understood when I've had a bad night and I can't sleep and I can't get in there for that day, and she understands. But here, it's a completely new environment, completely people. How will they understand if, once they start volunteering, I have a bad night and I can't get in there? That is what is going on here, and I don't know what to do. In saying that, is something that has always been with me. Yes, I'm 64, okay? And not 65 yet. Sometimes I feel like a child. I know when I was with my ex, she told me to stop acting like a child. Didn't hurt me one bit, but sometimes I feel that. Maybe because of my mental illness in that. If some things go wrong, who do I go for help? There's no one I know who could go for help. No one that I know in Australia cares enough to actually say, Cely, are you okay? I know last week when I went shopping, I had my iPod inside and the neighbours come out and say, how you go? Of course I said I was okay, you know, that's what you do. You don't go into whole rigmarole of blah, blah, blah. So you say, okay, things good. But when I have my iPod, that's what keeps me going, gets my anxiety helping, and I listen to the music and I walk to the shops and that helps me. But otherwise, it is hard. It's hard to be at this age and being totally alone. I heard a noise. It is hard. I don't know what's going to happen. Teddles. I want Teddles. Where's Teddles? He was here. Oh, he is. This is my Teddles. He's my... Even sometimes when I'm ready to go to sleep, I'm in bed, okay, I'm ready, then I'll actually get my story written. I'm still thinking about things and I start crying. Another reason why I don't have any tests done to detect anything, like I don't have any pap smears anymore. I don't have any more boob squishing session, which is a mammogram anymore, which I'm supposed to have every year, but I don't have them. I'm supposed to have also a colonoscopy, but I don't. Mum's parents, wait a minute, got a sneeze. Excuse me. Mum's parents, bowel cancer. Mum had bowel cancer. And one of my sisters had breast cancer. So, but I don't care. And if I'll only see if something's wrong, if something does go wrong, if I'm in pain or something, whatever, then I'll see about it. Otherwise, I'm not getting any those normal things that women are supposed to have. Because if somewhere along the line I'm told I've got cancer, had to do chemo, I'm not going through any chemo. I do not want to go through the hassle of going through that chemo, what they put that poison into your body, just to make you live a few months longer. I know some have lived longer than that, but I don't want to do that. It's just not right. I know I have my second older sister, she went through chemo twice. Yeah, she got extra living out. She got extra time with her granddaughters and that, but she had something to live for. With me, I got nothing to live for. I thought I don't want to live. That's just it. I do not want to keep living. Because I feel there's nothing ahead for me. And in saying that, no wait, what did I say the date was? 30 days is September, April, June and November. So May, he's got 31 days. So the days are 28. Where's my calendar? Calendar, where are you? There it is. So we are in the very last days of winter. Sorry, spring. Sorry, no, autumn. We are in the very last day of autumn. So Wednesday is the 1st of June. Is that when we actually get into winter? Although, as you see, I'm in my winter nightie. I've been wearing my winter dressing gown. And when I wash my sheets, once I get my area fixed up, I will be putting a blanket on my bed because at night it's getting cold. I don't know how I'm going to do about keeping warm because of a night with watching TV because my heater is too small. This is too far away. My heater is too small and too small for the area that my lounge room. He's a pretty elephant. So I don't know what's going to happen. I've got socks on my feet. I don't like slippers. I like socks. I might get slippers down the road a bit when it gets really cold, but at the moment I've just got socks. They keep my tootsies warm at the moment. Hopefully I've got to try best and let's see if they've got any winter nighties, flannelette nighties, because these aren't warm. They won't keep me warm here because it's going to be a bit colder here. I think I might go, and next week I will just let you know what puzzle I will be hopefully I should have started by then. Once I get this area pulled apart. So yeah, so we will say goodbye. Ellie will say goodbye. I just named him. I just realised he's got purple ears, my favourite colour, and he's got yellow. It's Ellie, aren't you, Ellie? You got Ellie, and I got him on my 60th birthday when I went to Australia Zoo. I went up there for my 60th birthday and I brought this little fella. She could have gave me for nothing. And Teddles, he will say bye-bye. He will say bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. And Garfield. And we will see you next week. I think it's time to do my face. I will show you how I do my face. What do you reckon? Hey? I took it in the container. And when I first was using these, I was using that side. I've never actually had these before, so I didn't know which side to use, but I realised you use that side. And you pour on there as much as you want, as little as you want, see? Pour that on there. Take off my spectacles. And I just wipe it over. That's all I do. I do that 3 times a day. Usually I don't use a mirror. I'm just using my camera here, you know, but this, I do this. I've never, it's ages since I've done any cleansing on my face, but because I was getting those pimples there, I wanted to get rid of them. 64 and getting them pimples that side. And this, and also helped my eyebrows. Because my eyebrows, you know, they stick out sometimes. You think it's a bit of hair, but it's only your eyebrows. So this does this actually. Flattens them down so that they're not sticking there to annoy you. And my face feels a lot better after I've done this. And I wipe under my eyes. I'll show you do it that way. And I close my eyes and do it all over it. So Americans, you should have witch hazel. It should be something nationwide, I think. Sorry, worldwide. I know, I keep wiping out the same thing. So that's it. And I find this is better than the cotton balls. Oh, that's it on there. A lot better because I only use one, not three. And put it in the container. So that's it. I think there's I got 180 of those, so that'll last me. 180 divided by 3 is 60. That'll last me 2 months. So now I've got to wipe my glasses. And one thing I notice is that, you know, sometimes your glasses slip. They're there and you've got to keep pushing up. That's because the oil or whatever sweat on your eye there. And you need to, what was that? Something flashing. Flash. Ah. Now I've got to wipe it. Something was flashing. I don't know what it was. Well, I better go and get settled back. And I will see you next week to see what puzzle I do. What puzzle I start. I haven't decided yet. Once I get this air up, then I'll do it. So everybody, thank you. If you got to the end of this video, thank you. And I do appreciate you all watching my videos, liking my videos. You don't have to like, you don't have to comment. It's okay. Watching them, especially watch it right to the end. Thank you very much to those who do watch it right to the end. And I will see you next week. I'm feeling better. I felt better when just talking about everything. It just... So I will see you next week. And I did my hair the other night. I do it before I have a shower. Then I just hop straight into the shower and wash it off. But I had to do it in the dark because I got no light in there. It came out pretty good. I like this bit of kick here. I like having long hair and short. So everybody, bye-bye. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye.